Hey guys, and lady guys, my name is Otkin, and welcome to new video. Not wasting any time, quick click on that subscribe and like, and enjoy. Roast me. Hannah, Alabama. Sydney sleepy. I got sleepy just looking at that first pic. Even with your mouth closed I can tell your teeth are jacked. You remind me of my sister. If you knew her, your feelings would be very hurt. Acting mysterious doesn't conceal the fact that you have the personality and looks of a wooden plank. If you were breakfast, I'd wait for lunch. Ready for it. You look like you live in a restroom. I have seen better hair in a shower drain. What have made you decide on that crumpled up mouth thing being your go-to look? Typical expression of someone who has just been cheated on by their girlfriend. Shocking to see you in all these restrooms, since you haven't washed your hair since 2013. You're vegan or a druggie. You look like a bulldog chewing a wasp. You look like someone who spends an inordinate amount of time photographing yourself in bathrooms. You smile like even you're just politely putting up with yourself. Girl, toilet, girl, toilet, girl, toilet. You look tremendously exhausting. Having a bad day, so give me something else to focus on. You look like a psychiatrist's infinite money machine. 18 going on 46. I would bet my paycheck you have a pimply ass. Your face has more moles than The Departed. This isn't going to age well. Blue hair. What a crazy personality you have. So all of these pictures were taken today, or do you just have lots and lots of bad days? Uncle Fester post-transition. At 18 you already look like you've shot up every substance you could get your hands on. What bridge do you live under? You look like if Courtney Love became a weeb. You need to have a dermatologist keep an eye on the moles on your face. You'll have more luck finding one willing to treat you if they're blind. A few decades ago your parents would have quietly sent you off immediately after birth to avoid the shame and burden of whatever the this is. Roast me while I sleep. Very carefully selected photo angles tell me everything I need to know. Even with 30 filters, you still look like a brick wall. When people call you attractive, they usually mean your strong gravitational pull. Master of trigonometry, you have the angles down to a T, we can still tell though. I have never seen anyone that looks like a balloon until now. If Goggett were a person. Hey look, it's a torta that thinks she isn't a torta. You look like you bully people, women in particular, who are prettier and skinnier than you, because you are jealous of their attractiveness. Everyone knows why you hide your midsection and bottom half in your pictures. You look like the nasty girl who ate all the chips and salsa at the Mexican restaurant, and then clogged the toilet with a used tampon. I'm sure your lack of enthusiasm is something a lot of men are looking for. Keep up the good work. The thing you're calling sleep, doesn't your species call it hibernation? The only difference between you and a bowling ball is I would never stick my fingers in you. 50 give it to me hard. I'm 68 and you could pass for my mom. Weren't you Megadeth's second guitarist for a few months in the 80s? 50, nah, your old ass was 50 during the Clinton administration. Sorry, but looking at you, it won't get hard. You look like someone made a charcoal rubbing of Groot's inner thigh. You look like an unethically sourced leather handbag. When you get hammered the night before, and wake up to this staring down at you. I'm confident give it to me hard is what you say to every bottle of Yellowtail Chardonnay you open. If you came to my house, I'd hide all of my spoons. Do you live in that motel room, or are just tweaking it up tonight? I still think that song I wrote is a hit. Aren't you supposed to be in a cardboard box somewhere? Do the owners know you're there? You look like you bring that guitar to parties and only play Wonderwall. Dave Grohl. You look like the guy that would only eat vegan, ultra-biological superfoods. Who are you? Canadian, father of 4. Life is incredible. I'm flying too high. Bring me down. You should post another picture with your husband, so we can roast both of you guys. Father of 4, but custody of 0. Who told you maroon pants 3 sizes too small were a good idea? Asking for internet to roast you, because life is so great. Midlife crisis much? Wears belt too big for him, and tells himself it will fit, when I start going to the gym. Will you be apologizing for your fly being open yet, or for posting this picture? Just inherited grandma's apartment. Roast me. Your grandma just passed away, and the first thing you do, is post on RoastMe to flex her apartment? She gave you the apartment, you gave her another reason, to roll in her grave. You look like you screenshot arguments to show your therapist. Your fridge has more character than you. Mobhead in real life. You look like the type who brags about living alone, but really just never had anyone willing to live with you. That's not a smile, that's a hostage video grin. Blink twice if your plants are the only things thriving in this apartment. Any form of roasting is permitted. Malcolm Y. You look like you refer to your virginity as celibacy. Everybody really does hate Chris. You look like your head was squeezed in a press. Wearing something that looks like a graduation outfit doesn't actually count. Black Megamind. Wonder if you will catch my insecurities. Strictly Missionary Mandy. After years of working at the office, Erin no longer had her youthful charm. You're like the most generic version of a generic flight attendant. You remind me of a banana without its skin, no appeal. Do you mean the giant eyebrows, the continental gap between your eyes, or your huge nose? Best not to let us fish with dynamite. You look like Marilyn Monroe, if we dug her up today. I think I rented a car from you once. Your therapist hates your appointments. You look the type that's never in the mood, because you have a headache. You dress like a lawyer, but we all know your meaningless job is to sit at the front desk and direct calls to the men above you who actually do the work for the company. Fresh out of bad decisions, now hiring for a part-time man-child with full-time red flags. Roast me. Puff the magic drag queen. Trying to summon black dudes with a Newport is rude. The only time you'll be described as smockin'. I want to just take a moment to say thank you for sharing this. Because of you, I now realize my life isn't so bad. You're the type of woman that can make a man uncomfortable enough to speak with HR. Promoting your tweaker boyfriend's redneck boxing career isn't going to pay for those cigarettes, honey. With that nose ring you look just like a bull chasing red flags. Roast me. If Onion Breath was a person. She's a 7 in Scranton, and a 4 in New York. With that physique you should be the new logo for Cracker Barrel. You look like you have an annoying voice. Your life is as messy as your fridge. Your face reminds me of a flower, a cauliflower. It's a good thing you're not a coke user, because them nostrils would make you go broke. You look like at every interaction with anyone new you manage to fit in are like animals more than people. Hey Reddit, make me feel bad about myself. Shut up Meg. You people really shouldn't make fun of the homeless. You look like you coach other homeless people on how to smell bad. That disability sign in the background is a perfect depiction of your intellectual ability. Duet. What imaginary gender are you? Your pupils are leaking. I can smell the nicotine on your clothes just by looking at a picture of you. You have the style of a toddler that found her mother's scissors and black magic marker. Black tears because of the immense pain you're totally going through. Thanks for watching, you grass-eating animals. I've been feeling nostalgic lately, so I rewatched Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, Harry Potter, and The Matrix. What are your nostalgia movies? Let me know in the comments. Thank you very much, love you and bye.